time to look a bit uh, how to find a work in Finland. We have been going through ATS systems, modified resume, and today I tried to schedule a live stream for us. I haven't checked that the headlines come right there. If it works, it makes life way easier. And and I'll go. I'll have a quick look. Then I'll tell what we have today. At least on this side, I can see that uh, headline is right and some basic information. Yeah, it's alive there. What we are missing today is a thumbnail from the video, but I'll add it and we will have more lives because I made things a bit easier and I'll just join here and it's easy to stream. But what we have learned this week and what we have gone through, we went a couple of original CVs from templates. Most likely they were from Canva. I don't remember. Definitely not from Europass. And we modified them to have a better score. And before we go to create a cover letter, because it's a combination when you are applying. First of all, of course, we need to have a machine readable CV, which will pick all the important information. And then cover letter, there we can open more what kind of person we are. And believe me or not, ATS system will check both of those. And a couple of additional things what ATS systems will check if you have a LinkedIn profile, really good one to create. I have to say I haven't updated mine for years. I have been blocked from the LinkedIn. I need to provide my documentation there that they will open or access again. Maybe I'll do it in near future. Go to update that one. And what else? Basically those three things, and then we should do quite well. I have followed a couple of newsletters again today. They pop up quite often, generally about the job market, and situation is around same in the world. What is different from the previous year is that AI is killing summer jobs where people from school would go to train. There was a one software position open, or was it couple? I don't remember exactly. But in that newsletter, they were talking about it, and it got 5,000 applications. And that's an insane job to go through, to pick uh, people to work, and many people have to disappoint. And that's why I was thinking that next week we might have a bit different topic. Of course, I will again pick a one CV, edit it, create a cover letter, find a possible open jobs for it. Then it's ready to be sent there. But then maybe we have a one day to talk about how to directly contact companies and try to find out who is hiring English speaking people, and then who is and what is their price range, that what would be arrangement which would fit to those companies, because many companies are struggling at the moment, but it doesn't mean that they wouldn't hire. There are still companies with plenty of work. And then I got a one thought today that maybe one way to get in would be offer services through another billing services. How it works, you make a deal with the company, you go work, and the billing service will send a bill for the company and they pay you a salary, something like that. But we will think about that. Now we will have a short-ish editing session. I already prepared to work a bit, and then I have a movie night with my kid. My wife is going to have a midnight stream with her friends, so we have at least good half an hour. And let's see, I need to open here chat. Hey, I have a messages in a chat. It worked. It worked really well. Yeah, I can see that Asifur was asking that Did it start? It started a couple of minutes late. I was too concentrated fixing the cover letter, collecting a couple of ideas, trying to figure out how to present the job history there. So it took a while. And then I noticed that, oh my God, it's 8:15. And I had to run upstairs, get my cup of coffee, and then I would be ready. So it went a couple of minutes late. But sorry for that. Next time I'll do better. What I was thinking, let me clean the browser here. Let's do it what we did last time. We had a screen share that worked really well. And I'll just kill a couple of tabs here and find the share button. Let's share a screen, take a whole window, and now I need to figure out which window. This one. Yeah. Here it is. That's my browser. And let's edit just a bit our CV. Oh my God, I'm trying to click wrong window. Here it is. We go back and just to see what kind of score we got last time. And remember, this score doesn't matter if the CV doesn't match with the job description. It just means that it's machine readable. So we got to 81 here. And what was missing from yesterday was a bit education. And let's add, because the person sent me a couple of details in WhatsApp. Let me go and get the WhatsApp open here. That's what that one I'm not going to show on the stream, but here we have it. Let's go resume builder. We will click this one, what we worked with, and then we have to add a new category, education. So 21 was our last core, and now we will take here, go here, then we get the country. Let's edit that one a bit. And by the way, what I was thinking that on Monday I will take all the live streams from this week, edit them way shorter, and then put them in a row that you can see what kind of changes we have done, and then I will try to explain why we did things certain way. So this year we need to get 2008. Need to go a bit back too far. Let's put it from I don't know when the school starts there, but let's put it from August to 2011. A bit back. Let's see how does this one affect here, and let's put it into April. No, most likely May, and not May even, June. A lot of, and text we don't need to put because that's not relevant for the works we are looking for. So now we have a one education there, and then we had one interesting education here. It was after high school, completed the graphic design diploma. And I think if it goes in the timeline, it was just before, so we add it here. And then I need to copy there. I made today a bit changes on my desk, and mouse is not picking completely. I need to move computer a bit closer. Today I moved my kid to his own room, that he's not taking my work table, and I have everything around here. Luckily, you can't see it, but I had to rebuild my desk, and it's only halfway. So let's have it here, and of course, the real one, which goes to a person, we will fix the right days. So if I make here a mistake, it's not it's not a big deal. Main thing that we get something now for AI food and keep that ATS system very happy. Ah, let's see, can I write it like this? Yeah, neither can this today write. Okay, it came here. And let's see how our resume works. Now the screen is a bit smaller. You can't see it had a preview there, but let's go see analysis, and remember we had a 91. Let's see, did it get better? Okay, we're getting to 94. That's good. We got a couple of points there, made a system too happy. Still a couple of days missing, not important because those experiences weren't relevant. Content, and then a couple of points you can get from the content, but again, that one comes when you customize the CV fit for the job. So this one starts to look good. What next? When you have fixed the CV, it's a good idea to pair it with cover letter, where we'll tell just a bit more about ourselves. And that's our topic today. And here's a one version which was sent to me. A couple of things to note. Okay, here was a company information listed. I took them away. City was Oulu. Then what are we applying for? Okay, why not? If we are applying for a specific job, it should be there. But then their hiring manager definitely should avoid it because it's not personal, and then you get the feeling that we send same paper to everybody. Then we are stating that we are applying dishwasher position starting. This one we could actually leave away because here we have already mentioned it. Let's not repeat ourselves, and let's save time of the recruiter. Then a bit previous work experience mentioned. Then we mentioned we have a hygiene passport and things like that. Uh, these are already mentioned in CV. If we don't have a specific place to apply, we can leave the information out, which is not mentioned in a CV. And then we say part-time opportunity fits my schedule, and we are very motivated to contribute to your team. Part-time, really good to mention if we can't take a full-day job, but then mentioning motivated to contribute to team. This one again feels a bit like AI food, what it gives out when we ask questions. And if you translate that one into Finnish, it's definitely something which doesn't sound natural. And then we are thanking considering our application. Maybe I wouldn't put this one. I haven't put their information that I would thank somebody that they would consider me. We want that job. We are not thanking for contribution or considering something. We'll try to phrase some another ending for our cover letter. And then we tell that we would be happy to attend interview at your convenience. But yeah, that's one version which has been sent to many places. You can see I forget to shave. Didn't have time, I just came from outside. Okay, here I took another base. This is more to match for the CV we have been uh, editing, and now it's time to make this a tad better and create multi-purpose cover letter to fit staff leasing companies. For that, we have a good 20 minutes time, and I think we should be able to do it. So let's start. And I'll take my notes here. I'll take my notes here if I can find them. Just wondering, where did I put them? Here. And let's give it a bit more formal look for, especially for the Finnish work environment. And here we would put person name. Let's just put their name and edit this one, not the heading. Let's have it in a normal text. We have a name, then we put the address, email address, and phone number. And then on this end, we will add day. Today is 14th of June and 25. Gosh, time goes fast. And if you want, now I need to form a bit here. Here we can put company we are contacting, like this. They can be also like first your details, then a bit space, and then a company details if you want. But I like to keep things very compact, that everything in ideal case would fit on the first page. And here's we put the application, and let's change it the way clean it a bit. Not the ideal, but this is for a construction company. And then one thing which I have seen very often, check this one out. Dear hiring manager. It's a bit, it's not defining for what purpose it is, or whom to actually the message is going. Only worst thing I have seen is that, let me think about it. It was dear, yeah, whomever this considers. That's the only worst one I have seen. So this is the very few changes we need to do when we have picked the area we're going to apply, and this time is a staff leasing company. We should go for person, and let's pick easy for example, and we want to go in Helsinki. And then we can see easy yhteystiedot, which means the contact information. And let's see here. I'll translate it again. Let's see if it works. Not on every page, but most of them. Yeah, here for temporary workers. This is something we are looking for. And then we again translate. Most likely easy have this one in English, but this is now a bit faster. If we take English, it will go. And let's see. 37 locations. Okay. We managed to go on the general page. Let's go back a bit and pick here easy Helsinki. This one we wanted. And here we are looking for building. And let's scroll a bit down. Very often these companies has a person who is handling things in English. Let's see that have they mentioned. No, they don't have. So we will pick a one. Let's see. Horeca we don't want. Horeca. Yeah, this is going a bit guessing, but not too. HR Easy United. Yeah, when I have to look find the right one in live stream, it takes a bit time. I'm trying to look for. Okay, I'll pick a. I bet these people have. And both works. Here we go. Because you can make a bit life easier and get person who speaks English. I'm trying to see. No, chat. Who wants a chat? I don't like chats. Sometimes Google works better than how the pages has been built. Is it? They have changed the page. This has changed a lot. There's a toimipisteet, which means that operation page is Helsinki. We click that one. And let's see. Okay, they have a lot of places open, so that's something to apply. They have removed them, by the way. They have, here, not Pyynti. For example, this one is building, but let's scroll a bit down if they have people dedicated in English. Here, check this one. We have created a CV we want to send somewhere. We have a cover letter, and then we want that somebody actually reads it. And here we have Steen, for example, is for building in Finnish, Estonia, English. Then we have Oskari. This is a helping hand, cleaners, traffic control. This is in English. And let's pick a one. Let's, for example, pick Oskari. And then we go, let's see, what is the red? Like this. Now we have pointed our letter for somebody. It's not a nameless letter in a corporation system. And what happens when you send this one, and what you can do when you fill the form online, you put all your information, you attach the documents, you press a send button, it goes in the company's system and practically disappears there. And now you have a reason to send a message to company, and you can send it directly to a ref, and you can send just a message that, hi, I signed up in the system, I wrote a cover letter, it's attached here. I'm not sure will it reach you directly from there, but I noticed that you speak English in that company, and that's why I wanted to let you know that I have sent my application. Really good reason to contact companies and open that channel. It's not cold emailing without any reason. It needs a bit legwork there, but it's the only thing what brings the results. And then 1,000 other people are sending just their resumes and cover letters to those companies. They will be buried under, most likely, under the new messages. And your messages is in that pile, but you have a way to contact the person in a company and say that, hey, my application is there. I pointed it to you. Just wanted to make sure that it reached you. And let's see. Here I have a bit I don't know how to describe it. General starting. I'm writing to express my strong interest in employment opportunities, and what we can actually do. Now I'm just putting French lines to keep things easier, to give you ideas, because every person's cover letter should be a bit different, that they don't check that, hey, here's a template people are using. What's going on? So ideas, what you can add there. With some people, we have told a bit our background. Oh, I shouldn't be writing today. And here we have, for example, that 5 is studying, and family moved in Finland. It gives a nice personal touch very quickly. For example, that I'm writing because my family moved in Finland, my wife is studying, and I'm looking for a work, or I moved to study in Finland, I like it here, and I'm looking for a part-time job to collect work experience to support my studies. Something like that. Some good, nice start instead of just writing that, hey, I'm expressing strong interest. And then we have mentioned here that I'm actively seeking positions in construction, fishing, housekeeping, or cleaning fields. And then there's a bit generic sentence. You can see that I copied it from the templates I have, that I am confident that my skills and work ethics would be valuable asset to your team. And this team, I don't know. We don't use that in Finland. Of course, we have teams, but let's leave it out. That we would be a valuable asset for your company. And one idea, what you can mention here, when I worked in a recruiting company, what was our biggest problem? And by that, I mean our client's biggest problem. Because if client had a problem, we also had a problem. And the client's biggest problem was that when they used staff leasing companies, sometimes they got a bit unmotivated people that, for example, they would work for 2 weeks really well, and then they got the first salary. They disappears for a couple of days, maybe a long weekend. They don't tell about that, hey, I'm not coming to work, or they fall sick for a while, and company only found out that they are in a fever at home when they started calling, and it's a bit too late. So how could we express that we would be a good asset for a company? We could add here in some form that yeah, our work ethic top notch, but we also tell if there are changes. We will tell you straight away if we can't come to work, for example, we are ill. And that's golden information for companies. And it gives a very good picture you as a worker. How do I add it here? Just a reminder. If something changes, I'll let you know. Let you know. Something to add here. And then here mentioned, yeah, hardworking, reliable individual, and proven ability to perform physical demanding tasks and work efficiently in diverse environments. That's a good one. My experience includes, and here we can actually remove it from this, yeah, fast-paced again, like that. And here in the end, we could add in some form, we need to preach to our job experience, and we could mention why we would be good fit for staff leasing companies, because they have a lot of different kind of works. They work with many clients. The job could be just a couple of days, it could be a couple of months, and every job is different. So you could add it here. Background why it fits staff leasing environment. Like that. Yep, I'm making just the lines that I can show you without longer editing. And when I get this one ready, I will put it on the Monday's clip, the final product, to see that how it's all tied together. And here we listed, for example, snow worker, assistant electrical installations, equipments. This experience was actually in a shop, but it also involved installations and drafting drawings like we went through yesterday. So we briefly mentioned them here also. And this is the section you can do most of the targeting for the task. In the first part, you try to tell a bit your history that they will get to know you. Then you are telling that why you are a good worker. Then in this section, what I have selected here, you can pick your work experience and target it for the uh, company you're applying. Let me show you one thing. We will jump a bit outside of the cover letter, and we will go. I think I have been on this site often, but it's so clean, and here I can find everything easy. I'm just translating it into English, and we want to see what are the. Here it is. I have a smaller browser today, so they are not on a one line. But for example, what just happened, we were creating a cover letter, and then we wanted to point it for the company. And this is the part what ATS systems loves. And and now we are in a section in cover letter where we have our job experience. And here we can see everything what that company does, all their services, what they have. And here we can pick, for example, service point. In our cover letter, we could add there that electrical shop where we were assistant, that we have served people, we have taken care of their needs. Then we have a stair cleaning. This one we can add in a section when we work in Sri Lanka in a hotel. Definitely include that. Just tell that we worked in a hotel. Our job was to keep common spaces and rooms clean, make sure that they match the standards. Then property maintenance. Here, for example, that electric assistant, we could mention that, hey, we were also helping professionals in the installations. We got to know the systems. We are handy guys. We are ready to do whatever. And then outdoor care. Here we could have a link back to our experiences in a hotel and say that, hey, we did cleaning there also, but time to time we took care of the outdoor areas like lawns and other plants around the hotel. So there are a lot of links. And what happens? First, you have added a work experience in CV. Then you have a cover letter explaining your background. And then you point out directly how your work history fits for the company needs. And that one will make the ATS system really happy. And and it's supposed to be put in this area. And then we can mention here that we are proficient in English and we are currently learning Finnish, that we are comfortable working independently or part of the team, and we are available for part-time. Let's take also away from their seasonal and gig works. Then last part of the cover letter. This is something I don't usually like when it says that I'm eager to learn more and hardworking. Thank you for considering my application. and I'm available, things like that. And now I didn't have my template available where we formed this one previously, but we could add there that, hey, we would hope to hear from you, and we are ready to come to interview, that we want to give a real picture how we are in real life. Something like that. Form it differently. If you leave it open, that, hey, call me when you are free, I can guarantee they won't call, because most likely they don't have that kind of free moment. And if they have, they don't remember that, hey, there's a guy I could call. So you need to have in this part call to action. Let's try. Let's feed it to AI. Let's say that add call to action. Let's see what happens. I have no idea. Add call to action. Let's see, we got it again, 3 different options. I'll actually drag it here on the screen that we can together see what it created. Again, it says, I'm eager to learn. Thank you for considering. I'm readily available at the interview earliest convenience. There's not really call to action. This is better, that we welcome chance. And let's see, I'm eager to learn. Confident, hardworking nature would be strong asset. Thank you for consideration. I look forward to the opportunity to interview with soon. And here it's better. It says soon. At least there's a small action added in that sentence. And it also tells that we are confident. We need to be confident. Why else we would be applying? We are the best guy they can hire. Let's take this one here and we add it here. And what happened? Now we are on a 2 page, which means that this is way too long. And I'm checking time. It's 5 to 9. My movie night is coming really close. So this is something I will edit tomorrow some point. I have a safety course to run, but most likely after that. And then if I have time, I will pop again for a live stream and translate these into Finnish, because we need to get the Finnish version for Monday, because on Monday we're actually sending these out. And if you want to join the editing sessions, have your own papers checked, used as a template, feel free to reach me and I'll take you take you here on the editing list and go through. And that's how we build a database of different cities, what kind of companies we can apply, and how the process works. And that's how it works. Then a lot of people will get help, and I hope that people find a work in Finland, because it's a really good work environment to be if you find a good company. I can say that we also have not so great companies, but when you get that good one, it's a really nice work experience and it doesn't feel like a work. But hey, we have spent 40 minutes today and it worked out really well. We had a guy already waiting here. Thank you, Asi, for and joining for us. And then also the scheduling worked. It makes my life easier. Next week I have a daughter back at home from her holiday with grandparents, but I'll try to schedule for the evenings these live streams. Yeah, then you can check from the live section upcoming events and join us. It's not a guessing game that when this guy will be online. This week I have been just trying different systems. I have fixed my home network that it stays online. I have gone through the streaming settings, and now things seems to work out really nicely. But hey, I wish you a very good Saturday evening. And if you have any questions, just hit them to chat. Do a very quick look for the. Yep, that was just by WhatsApp. But hey, see you tomorrow. And thank you very much.